Hello everyone, Marga here. Today I'm going to try for the first time my distress watercolors, and I thought I put the video on so you can explore my first, you see my exploring with my first watercolor trying. I use watercolor paper, 200 grams, smooth watercolor paper. Then I used Sakura Koi water brush number 2. Then I have set 1 from the watercolor pencils, and I used the stamp from Elizabeth Craft Design, and the stamp set is called CS280 ink with journaling cards, and I have stamped this ink bottle and the brush. And I also used my Prismacolor pencil sharpener because I like sharp points on my pencils, and that didn't go correct with this one, with the green one. So why, I didn't know, but I tried later again. But you see there is much, how do you say that, sharp, a lot of it from these watercolor pencils. That's a pity, but okay. So I give my honest opinion, by the way. No, I have no water in my water brush. Why? Because when I there are so many different watercolor brushes. This one is my most favorite, but some people squeeze in it and then you get a lot of water, and that's not a good thing. So I don't use water in it. Why do I use this watercolor brush then and not another brush? Because of the, yeah, how do I say that, the this haren in Dutch, haren you say in Dutch, hair don't go, they stay cool the whole time. I had my first Koi watercolor brush 8 years long. So this is my second one. Now I'm going to start with what color do I use. I use this one. I use the Salvage Patina. I must look if I'm in the middle because I zoomed it in and I must work a little bit farther in front of me. I have here a little bit of water and I have a kitchen towel. Always in my hand if I color in with water. So, and now I'm going to color the bottle there where I would love to have it, the dark places. So I don't color it all in. I wash it out. I see that the pencil is a very hard pencil. It is a thicker one to hold. So that is a little bit other than other pencils. And I look if I have done enough on it. I'll go try to wash it out. No. My brush is not real wet, it's a little bit wet. And I color in with round movements. It washes. It's going great. The washing is going very well, I must say. I thought because this was a hard pencil it would be not so easy as this, but it's going very well. can say. Now, what is gonna happen if I do it another time? Then, and that is by all watercolor brushes, if your underground is wet, they don't go so smooth anymore. They slide over your paper. It's not impossible, but it's a little bit harder. But I'm trying. Yeah, and that is the problem. If you go over wet paper with a pencil, the paper is going to turn apart. So that is not a good option. So I like that. You see? Here the paper is not good anymore. You see, I get pieces of paper off. So what I'm going to do now, I now chose for this way. I think it's a better way to go over the second time. But my paper is torn already, so I take a new piece. So you see, it's really the first time for me. But I have more stamped, so I take a new one and start again over. So do not go over the paper when the paper is wet with your pencil. That is not working very well. You turn the paper up. So that's not a great idea. Now, second try. I had to try it first before I know it. And that's with all the watercolor pencils, so also with this one. This is not another watercolor pencil as other watercolor pencils. But if you don't try, you don't know. I think I must. And you have all kinds of watercolor paper, so maybe other watercolor paper is going well, but the most of them not. I tried it with other watercolor pencils and they've given me all the same result. Sorry for my not correct English all the time. I'm a Dutch girl and I'm trying to do my best, but you see here in the middle I leave it a little bit lighter. And now I take my pencil again. It's a little bit wet. This is going better. So not direct on the paper the second time if the paper is still wet. I chose this bottle because it's not so much coloring and it's not hard for you to follow this. See, if you take it directly from your pencil, you get also more pigment as your brush is not too wet. So that's also a great thing. And maybe is this blue a little bit too light for you to see? I go look at them a moment. I go look at my camera. Do you see it? Yes, you see it. Now I do this top also. And what I like the most about these pencils are that they have the same colors as the ink. That's why I bought them. Because I have a lot of pencils, also watercolor pencils. So did I need them? No, I didn't need them, but did I want them? Yes. A little bit more. It's a little bit darker. And I wash it out. I want to stay here a little bit lighter, also here and here. And now I'm going to try to do a second color over it. And because I have only set one, I have only one darker blue. So I try this one. But I'm not going directly on the paper for some shade. That's enough, so I dab it off. So. Then at the other corner also a little bit. Then I dab my watercolor brush also. And I turn my piece of paper a lot when I'm coloring. A little bit more. That's too much, so I a little bit in this corner. And a little bit in this corner. And I wash it out. I hope you can see it. I have now two colors done, and I do the second color also in the here above. Not too much, but this is a dark spot. I must want it to have a dark spot. This corner a little bit. It's too wet, I think. Maybe. Another try. Yes. So I'm going to look if you can see it. Two colors, and it's maybe a little difficult, but they are two colors. And then I'm going to make the, I have only one brown. This is the walnut stain. The walnut stain is very dark, but because I have only one, I must take this one, or I must choose another color, but not so brown now. I want it a little bit more brown. You see it immediately if you use too much water. That's why I always have my kitchen towel here. So I want it a little bit darker. And also here I want a lighter spot. This one. I think it is too, but that's rusty hinge. No, that is orange. I'm sorry that I cannot let you see another color, brown, but they are on their way to me, but I don't have them yet. So I'm going to go over it once again. And that also seems not a problem. And so I'm getting it darker than I first thought it would be. Is it enough? No, I'm going to go once again. And you see, you can do that, but only not directly on the paper. And then I use the brown. Here at the top, I think I'm going to try to use a little bit more than I did here. Maybe that works a little bit better. No, you must. If you want it dark, you must do it more than once. It's my video day today. This is my second video. Mostly I have some videos already on my YouTube channel that I only have to publish, but I'm a little bit behind now. So I thought if I had the chance today, I make one more. So this is my second one. And I think if you let it dry and you go over again, that is also better. But that is what I must try later. So let it first dry and then go over it again. Is this dry? Maybe. You see, I like it already. Then I want to brown here in these two parts, only a little bit, not too dark. And that's also possible, as you see, because I don't go directly on the paper now. Take a little bit of the pencil, because if I go directly, maybe it's going too dark the first time. and I don't want that. But it's all trying with new pencils, and every pencil has its own unique, how do we say that in English, thingies. I call it thingies, but in Dutch you say all the unique eigenschappen. But if you buy one from Tim or from Derwent or from Carandash or call it Prisma, they all have their own thingies. They are not the same. Not one pencil is the same. Even in colors you have different thingies. So if you have from Tim all your watercolors, or you have from Derwent and you got the blue one, say you got the blue one, they can give you another, how do I say that? Marga, please. They can react different. So if you got the blue one and the red one from the same manufacturer, they can also react differently. And especially the red ones are sometimes very difficult. But I must say this is not very bad. This is working real well. Also when you wanted a lighter color, and this corner a little bit darker, a little bit, nothing, but a little bit. And which color do I take now? Oh, I think I'm going to try a red one. The fire brick. I said red is always a difficult color, so I thought maybe I try to use it now. And you see this I'm doing also in round movements, small round movement, because it's not a great piece, big piece. It's a great piece, but not a big piece. And I'm going to look what the red is doing. Oh, it's not so bad, I must say. Take some from the pencil. That is giving me more pigment. I see. Not enough to do both sides, but I go look in my camera, what do you see? So and then here I do also the red one. Now I can use it directly on the paper because it's not wet. to only there where I wanted to do the darker parts. And then I wash it out. And I think if you take it from the brush or from the pencil directly, you get more pigment. So if you say I want really dark, start then from the pencil directly. And these are not used before, so maybe they have a little yeah, wax or something on it from the manufacturer. It is going to be better the next time, but I don't know. So this is too light for me, so I take my pencil. Maybe they have a little coating on it. See you? This is more pigment than I had just just before, sorry. Wow, you must think, what is he saying the whole time? But I'm trying, I really try. You see, when you take it from the pencil, you got more pigment. I want a little bit more in this corner. Oh, this is a lot. But I like it. I want it a little bit darker. A little darker to the bottom here. And then I wipe it off on my kitchen towel and go further to the middle. You see, now I have a lot of pigment. But sometimes you like a lot of pigment and sometimes you don't, so you can choose if you want to do it directly or not directly. This is too much, so taking my kitchen towel again. My bracelets make a noise. No, I'm glad I ordered the other two ones already. Want some little more shade here. Because I like them. Are they better than other ones? No, they're not. They are not, but I like them. and I especially like that the colors are the same as the distress ink. So I want some color here in what I'm going to do, so that it looks a little bit messy. I think I take the green one. I'll show it to you in a second, because I don't think you see this. It's very light. I want a little bit mess on this piece of paper, so also on this side. So I hope I can show it to you. Do you see it? It's a little bit, not one color, it's a little bit messy. That was the green one. And now I'm going to see if I can darken this a little bit up. I don't like it, it's too light. I want it a little bit darker. And now it's dry, so you see it's going well. So if you want it a little bit darker, let it dry first and then go over it again, not directly, because I think directly is not a good thing. And so you can play around and around till you are satisfied with your work. Too much, not too much. A little bit on the edge here. And a little bit here. Oh, it's not much more. I try to do more English videos, so I hope you like it. Because on my YouTube, the most people they are looking are not Dutch people. So I thought maybe I must go more do in English. You see, I like it more now, and I think I go over the red and the brown also. This was the blue and this is the brown, so maybe I can give it a little. No, it's too wet, I think. Too wet. And you see, for the paper it's not a problem. As you are not doing directly with your pencil on the paper, because pencil is very hard, then it's not a problem. How many layers you will make? Yeah, if you make 5 or 6, I think the paper is also going torn, but now it's still not a problem. But I like the color a little bit darker better. And I don't know how long I'm coloring right now, but I hope you can hold it. Maybe it's a little bit boring for you. I think always that's boring for you, but I get also many questions about coloring. So, and I don't like to make movies that go fast, because I then cannot show to you good enough, I think. No, I'm going to show you. You see, now it's a little bit darker, and I'm going also go watch how long oh, okay, no, it's not too long. Oh, that's not what I want. And I think this was also dry, so it's also not a problem. And I don't going to make something with it now. I only wanted to show you the new pencils. They are not so new, but I do not use them. I had no time to use them yet. So I thought maybe today, and I go direct to the video. When I go back, it's with a clear brush most of the time. The clean brush, not a clear brush, a clean brush. And wash it out a little bit further. These are small parts, so I must not have too much from the pencil on my brush. So now I think it's nice as it is. So I have also a white one. Maybe I'm going to try. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I just made it darker, and now I'm trying to make it lighter. But okay, this was a dry video, so look what it does. Yeah, it makes it a little bit lighter. Yes. And I see you can, how do I say that? Oh, first I must go throw the red away. Mix it a little bit better. That is also, I think you don't see it, but I see it mixed it a little bit better in the paper. So, and maybe on craft paper it's going to be more effect, but it's given a little bit effect on the... Now, this is what I wanted to show you to you today. I hope you liked it. I would say, if you have them, give it a try, and I hope you like my video, and thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and then I see you next time again. Yes, bye bye.